Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair review. Today I am going to be taking a look at the NECA TMNT Mirage Classic Colors Casey Jones. As always, make sure to stick around to the end of the video so you can see all the photos I took. And of course, let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings on the figure and if you've picked it up or if you are still on the hunt. But that's enough chitter chatter, let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take a look at the head first. So he's got that hockey mask with the wide eyes, electrum going around him. Got the holes in the mouth, the pointy nose, which has some schmutz on it. Got some markings going through it, give it some little damage. Even the cheekbones have some like cell shading, which is really nice. It gives it a little more definition. The hair has a ton of texture, like it's really nice. And then they also have like light brown highlights. And the mask actually goes down, like the strap goes down into the hair and on the sides as well. It goes back into the back of his mullet. And then we're going to go down to his, bright red crop top with all the tattered edges at the shoulders. And each side kind of has a different tattering to really kind of make it look intentional. See there on that side as well. And then you have all the line work to make it look comic booky throughout the shirt and the abs. And then going down the arms, you have more of that line work with the black lines for the definition is like biceps and stuff. And then you have these wraps, which weren't on the original release. And I really like them. Like they're sculpted. Got each line like painted black to really bring out the detail. And even down in the hands, you can see they did a lot of work for that. And we have his sweatpants, which again have a ton of sculpt with wrinkles. And some of it has those black lines to fill in. Going down the legs, you can see where they do it to bring out some of the muscle definition and show where like it's folding over his knee. And even down into the bottom part where it gets a little baggier. And down to the elastic, which has like each individual like spot done. And then the shoes also have like all the straps and scuffs and stuff with those same black lines. Nothing on the bottom of the shoes. And then the back, we've got the back of his mullet, which again, tons of detail in the sculpt. You've got a little bit of the strap peeking out there, which is, I don't know, just seems like an odd choice. It just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. You can see the back of his crop top, very tattered. All those lines just like the front. Got his, lower back. And then we've got the back here of his butt, which, man, he is flatter than a board. That is unfortunate. And then the back of the legs don't have as much of that line detailing. It's more like on the sides and a little bit on the lower legs, but not much on the upper. And same with the shoes. Go down, you just got some line work there on the back. So overall, like, he looks fantastic. On to articulation. So we've got the head here, has a little bit of tilt with a ball joint. You can see it goes side to side, gets a little bit down, a little bit up. It is blocked by the mullet though. It does go side to side all the way around. Arms, a little tight because it's a NECA figure, so they go up to about 90. Spin all the way around. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows to about there. And wrist peg, forward, back. Spins all the way around. And then the abs have like a weird cut and then also like a rotation. So under the shirt here, it's got like a little bit of a bend to it. And you can kind of twist it, but it's not a whole lot. So you can get a little bit forward and back. Like it seems like the Ninja Turtle figures always seem to not get a lot of ab crunch, which sucks. And then you've got the legs come out to about there. Go forward, almost 90. Back a little bit more than usual because he doesn't have a butt. And then you got the thigh swivel. And you can see a little ball up there. And then the double joint knees. Got cut at the shoes. And the shoes do have the forward facing pins so you can go forward, back, and side to side. It is very tight though, so be careful. Make sure you heat it up if you need to. And you can get him in virtually any pose you want. The hardest part is getting to stand because of those ankles. Don't want to agree, but overall, pretty good. All right, on to some accessories. We've got this alternate head, which is unmasked, and boy, he is not a looker. Like, whew, he is rough. Got that scowl. I've got that like angry, growling mouth, little comic lines throughout there. You've got the mullet with all that detail and the bangs coming down. Got the sculpt all the way through, some more of those light brown highlights to kind of bring out the details, which looks nice, a little dry brushing. Then we do have a couple pairs of these gloved gripping hands, and one pair is actually a little smaller than the other, so you can fit smaller accessories like the golf club in it. And then we have a pair of gripping hands for the wrapped hands, and only one set of these though. And then we do also have a pair of like sprawled out finger hands, which I like this because they actually have like the knuckles and the fingernails like painted like with the lines, and also you get some more detail in the palm of the hand. And then we have these alternate arms, which are meant to be for the gloved hands since the other ones have the wraps on them, and you can see all the detail there with the line work and stuff. Now these, they're a little bit of a pain because it's a lot tighter than it was with the turtles. Like Raph has the alternate arm, so you kind of have to heat it up in the first time, and then you just kind of twist it slowly until it pops out, like so. And then you take the other one and you pop it in, and it goes in easier than it is coming out, but once you do it, it stays in. Then we do have some weapons. We've got two bats that have these wraps on them, all that sculpt and line work, and then we have a golf club, which is pretty plain, just with that white at the end, and then the wrap at the other end with the brown in between, a little bit of line work there. And then we have his hockey stick, which has a lot of wood texture, some of it painted in, some not. Got some wraps throughout it. And then we'll flip it around here. So you can see the other side, you can see some of that detail going down to the end here. And then we have a new accessory, which is the umbrella, which I love. I think it's a hilarious accessory. Like the idea of seeing Casey Jones beat somebody with an umbrella is fantastic to me. And they put a lot of detail into it with those lines going down. And of course, you need the golf bag for everything to go in. So, tons of sculpt. It has a bunch of wrinkles. Some of them have those black comic lines to really show them out. You got the pouch there, some detail work. You got it down the sides here, and at the bottom and the top, you've got like a little bit. It looks like there's some extra cloth like going around them. The sides got even more of those wrinkles. And some of them, once again, filled with those big, thick black comic book lines to really bring out the detail. And then on this side as well, and of course you got the strap, and you can fit all of the weapons in here, so we'll do that. We've got the hockey stick, we've got bat number 1, bat number 2, get in there, there we go, and there's the golf club, and lastly the umbrella. And everything fits in great, and good news is it's pretty secure once you put the umbrella in there, nothing falls out. And last up, we have his mask, which has some great detail, and you also have the straps that make it look like it could be hanging off of something, or he's holding it separately. All right, let's do a quick size comparison. So here he is with the Mirage Donatello. As you can see, Donatello's up to about his shoulder. Here's the J Toys Ryu, who's a little bit taller, about almost to his nose. And then we have Valorverse Action Force Trigger here, and Mafex Spidey. Trigger is about nose height. Spidey's about eye height, so yeah, a little bit shorter on the Valorverse side, which makes sense. I mean, NECA's 7-inch scale, not 6-inch, so it's going to be taller than most of these. Here we have the Marvel Legends Jon Favreau, who's about nose or eye height. And then we have Pimp Daddy Destro from the Classified series. He's almost as tall as him, which is kind of impressive. And last up, we have the big beefy boy, the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Armadillo, and he is almost to above shoulder height. And last up, we have the box art. So at the top, we got Nickelodeon, NECA. We've got the city in the background here, and that Mirage artwork. Even has a street lamp with some light on the bottom, which is a really cool effect. Got the logo of Eastman Laird, classic colors Casey Jones. Got him on the bottom. Close up of his face there on the side. Number was at 13, I think. And then full body art on the other side. Window at the top, logo, don't choke on this, all that. Bottom has everyone involved in production, and then no kids allowed and all that fun stuff. And the back has a bunch of different shots of the figure, different poses, and some of the other figures in the line. So yeah, I really like the way these boxes look. Okay, so overall, I really like this figure. I had been debating on getting the Casey Jones that's in like I think it's the white shirt version that they did before, but I'm kind of glad I held off because I liked the wrapped hands look better than the gloves, and I also like the extra accessory of the umbrella. I don't know why, but just makes me giggle a little bit. So I'm glad I waited. Hopefully this isn't Target exclusive because it is part of their fall GeekOut nonsense, which has made it a little hard to get. I know it's gone up and down on the website a few times. I don't know if it's still up or not, but I know some of the stuff that's been a part of their events is like early exclusive and then is everywhere later on. We actually recently did an episode on the podcast if you want to check that out, talking about that with Big Nerdy from Nerdzoic. So hopefully this is in the latter of the two and it ends up releasing everywhere, so it's kind of easier for everyone to get and no one has to overpay on eBay or anything like that. But let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings if you're on the fence and this persuades you one way or the other. And of course, if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out here on the channel and gets you a bunch of toy related content in your feed, including our reviews, how to pose videos, our weekly live stream, and our weekly podcast. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Modern Toy Fair. If you're already a fan of the channel and would like to help us out, you can head over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair, where we have a bunch of different rewards with different tiers. You can get anything from episodes of the podcast early, episode input, you get to see all the photos I take early, you can actually get physical prints of the photos I take, so a bunch of different options. Link will be in the description below. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully see you next week, same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.